Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Finger Lakes Racetrack. Here on closing day, it is Wednesday, the 23rd of November, 2022. I'm going to look at the fifth race from Finger Lakes, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The fifth race, it's a claiming event, going for a $12,600 purse. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards here, going for a $5,000 claiming price. We have a field of 9 horses, including a part of an entry 1A and 2B, going to the starting gate the distance of ground of 2,000 meters, or the distance of ground of 1.25 miles on the Finger Lakes main track. 2,000 meters on 1.25 miles main track. And I show the diagram, just gives me a second to look down my notes, just bear with me. 1 mile, 1/4. And this is the first 1.25 mile race that they're running at Finger Lakes since like 2006. So I find it quite cool. And I always find it cool on closing day when they run the long distance races. I personally think they should card more of them, but that's my personal opinion. My top selection, I'm going to go with the 1-horse Our Caravan. 153 2B for me in the superfecta. 153 2B super. Keep in mind, this is the beginning of the second leg of the guarantee payout pick 5 and guarantee payout pick 6. It's the third leg or something like that, but so just keep that in mind. But my top selection, the 1-horse Our Caravan, this 11-year-old gelding here by Dara, Michael Ferraro trains, gets Rory up in the saddle. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of November at Finger Lakes. Mile 70 and an optional 80 claimer. Optional 8 claimer. He finished second by 3/4 length that day. He was a little bit wide, but he was gaining ground late. I didn't think it was a half bad race after all said and done. Going to 1.25 miles here, he could grind it out. I think he could really run a good race, and I think he could win. If he runs a race like he did on the 19th of October, he could definitely win against these horses. Mile 17 claiming 11. He won by 2 3/4 lengths. He sat back early, slowly moved his way up, and he got the job done. A very good race for him there. And then prior to that, in claiming 11 at the Finger Lakes, he won by a length that day. First start off the long refreshing from a tracking position. He won quite nicely. You know, he was basically perfect in 2021. He won out in 5 offerings very easily here at Finger Lakes, all in mile 70 and all in optional 10 claimers. Winning by from lengths of 2 lengths to a neck, all basically similar buyers in the mid-70s. That mid-70 buyer could win here today. Back going to the model court trip for the first time shouldn't be a problem. I think the old man can get the job done. I think you also have to use the number 5 horse here, the number 5 horse where Parade Field, this 6-year-old gun by Quality Road, most recently in a claiming 9 here at the Finger Lakes, going mile 16th, 7th of November. The horse finished third by 3/4, half a length that day, He was just a little bit wide, just, couldn't get there until very late in the run. Before that, from a tracking position going in a claiming 5 here at the Finger Lakes over mile 70, winning by a neck, he won quite nicely. Has his run at 1.25 miles, but it's been few and far between. Hasn't won over the trip, but has always run decent races. I'm going to give this horse a shot at 92. This race has quite a few older horses. There's a 10-year-old horse, an 11-year-old horse is my top selection, a 7-year-old horse here. So it's the old crowds are in this one. But to recount my selection for the 5th on closing day from the Finger Lakes, let's take the 1-horse Our Caravan. Give kudos to the 5-horse Parade Field. 153 2B Super, 1-5 in your multi race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.